The fear of speaking, the fear of stage, they call it glossophobia. There is a term for it. It is statistically said to be a fear bigger than the fear of death. The fear of speaking, the fear of stage, they call it glossophobia. There is a term for it. It is statistically said to be a fear bigger than the fear of death. Glossophobia, the fear of the stage or fear of speaking, is greater than the fear of death. And that is more or less gender neutral. Or maybe the statistics is biased because male try and get afraid, women perhaps, historically never got opportunity to try. But let me talk about that fear for a while and then come back to the women and the style of conversation. Now, fear of speaking is something that, when I do especially, leadership coaching and one-to-one coaching, I work with some NLP tools to go to the, deeper subconscious of it. Really, what are you afraid of? Or what runs in your mind? What will happen? So that is something, fear, essentially, whatever is the fear, these are triggers and surface levels. Essentially, it is an existential crisis. Any fear is a deep subconscious matter, and we cannot have a very passing discussion on it. But this is something that forms a very important step of the process that I do. I do step in, step up, and step out. And step in is exploration. Step up is then, finding the skills and the right words to sit on your tongue. You don't have to say something you are not comfortable, like both in content or in style or vocabulary. And then step out. How do you step out and try it out? So that apart, women and their style of talking, women having, women being in home for longer time or historically did not ever stop them from talking. They talked all they wanted. And women are very comfortable talking to other women, neighbors, like typically the picture of olden days or, 2-3 generations back, what we kind of have in a stereotyped ways, that afternoon and this women all coming together. They are great at networking, community, communication, telling stories to their children or making up something, all their moral values are inculcated in children, eat this or you won't be strong, or, don't go near fire, you will burn your hand. All women are doing instant, multi-dimensional, multidisciplinary talking and storytelling, and they exactly know what to tell, which button to press to get something done, because they have had to deal with the softer space in the world. It's not a very dictated, like, finish this work at an industry and come back. So I think women are great at thinking on the feet and etc. When it comes to professional talking, and again, I personally feel a little, defeated when we always, showcase feminist books, but essentially these are also victim blaming books. Lean in, step up, shoulder up, straighten up, lower you up, improve your voice, move your hand, look at this direction. Who said these are right? Because we always watched speakers who are mainly male speakers. Like if I ask you, who is your favorite, speaker ever, or leader, or freedom fighter for that matter, we will all name like 9 out of 10 or 99 out of 100. The names of men will come to mind because we have been role modeled on it. And somehow now that women are speaking, and given the digital, like over the last 2 years, the world is our stage. We can speak as much, like we are getting. But why do we want to speak in a certain way? It doesn't matter anymore. I mean, I can speak in a very soft, comfortable, folded, like cross-legged manner. I can say, tell me more about it. I don't have to say, okay, fine, you can also, I did it, so you can also. We don't have to be fist pumping in the air. And I feel that we need to consciously imbibe our style of speaking rather than trying to, like, again, in 30 seconds, 120 words per minute. So 30 seconds, 60 words. So what is my complex sentence structure, so that I have included my name, my background, my venture, pain, problem, call to action. It's not that. It's just about, being yourself, smiling, locking eyes. And even if it is a woman and you feel comfortable and connected, hold hand and say, I see you, sister. I've been in it together. So that's the shift we need to bring around.